Hey, Gremlin here with Hunter. Welcome back to Satisfactory. I might be able to tell from the list of stuff we still need to acquire or accumulate or whatever. Actually, what I have on me right now is what I need to build a particle accelerator. We have one, but it's busy. It's making sure that we don't lose power in a way. It's burning the uranium waste from our nuclear reactors. It's it's turning them into it's turning them into something we can throw into a these guys, probably that thing. That's more or less working. I don't know what day is it. If I would try to save right now, it's we're 571 hours into this. Last time we were 490, so 71 hours of lurking, more or less. I mean, I've also been doing some stuff. You can't lurk as much as I would like because it has nothing to do with what we've done, which itself is tragic, because we have things binding up and overfilling and stuff. The game being in early access, it auto saves. Can I do this again? So I have some auto save things going on, which is helpful because the game will just crash. When I'm not even here, if I'm off, not near the computer, and this is running in the background at like currently 91% of my CPU. No, it's dropped 62%. I don't know, a bit. So letting it run just to accumulate stuff in the storage system, sorting system, whatever you call it, is a thought, but it doesn't entirely work. Eventually the game just pukes and you have to start it up, roll it back to the last autosave most of the time. So I've got what I need to do this. I'm just actually going, oh, I need, well, I can do it and then go back. I think probably if I do it here-ish, I'll have room. Um, okay, I'd be wrong to think. I should have room if I didn't have these things here. Let me get rid of that. Can I do it now, or do the power cables cause problems for me? I can, is there a way to make it dark? That looks possible. Okay, do that. We need, well, we need, let me see what it want, we want that. We're gonna go for like, um, base 3.8, I guess. We already got this one. That's gonna be, pressure conversion cubes, like 1,000 of them, I think. That should be in our list over here. There it is, 1,000. So really, we're probably going to want 3 storage bins, these things, and then power and conveyor belts and whatever. Let me figure out what we can do. I'm going to need like 60 of these. There's 200. Do we have any? Okay, good. So we can do the bins. Cable involves wire. I don't know where we are on wire because we've really been using it. I think it comes out of like, yeah, it's right there, so we're out. We'll get some. Then we need cable and a la carte and some things. Let me get it together. Hang on. I have everything I need except for the wire. We have copper ingots here and there. For sheeting, because we've been using copper ingot. If you want to just make me enough wire, like just not even 500 of them, just some,
Okay.
that would help. Not 6, 8. Let's, what?
I'm just trying to figure out how.
Actually, let's do this, and, oh yeah, I did that backward, didn't I? Let's put that in like that, and that is orientated correctly. 3 to get that, and then 3 to get this. Then I need a third one of these to catch what we make over here somewhere. And connect this to, I guess it comes out there. Yeah, I can't do, can I? I mean, oh, maybe I can't. I don't need wire. Never mind. That works.
Oh, okay.
Now we just don't have anything. So copper powder, we should have the 20,000 according to this list because we're full. We're actually still trying to make it, except it's jammed up. So that's here somewhere. It's one of the more recent ones, so there it is. If I just hook this up, and it can be messy because we're just doing this over here to, we'll throw it in the top one because it's handy. The other thing is, the other thing is a mess. We have to go get it. The other half of nuclear pasta is the QB things that I've made 1,000 of, pressure conversion cubes. I should have them in here because we don't have a slot for them. So there, is that 1,000? 9, 18, 20 sets of 50. So yeah, they should all fit in here just fine. And now this thing can start churning. No, I'm going to hate having some slugs for this.
I'll be right up. It's upstairs, right?
Yeah, it's at the corner of the roof. Kind of the southeastern corner.
You sent me to the top of something because you fell down and I found a purple slug up there, so.
That's 5.
I think so, yes.
Did you already
Yes.
convert them? Okay. And when you get up here, you can throw them in here, and that will not this. What is? Oh, that's we were making these, but we got those, so we're done. Doesn't even have to be here anymore. It just also doesn't not have to be here. It could just sort of lurk. It's fine.
Okay. You want me to put the slugs in loops?
The loopy thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead. The broad concept here is we get this damn phase done, and we'll be something like 50% done once after today. And then we kind of probably leave the actual building in place. This thing I'm hovering above, this big thing. I have no problem with the floors and walls and whatever. I think it's fine. He's a problem, but whatever. Hey, he's not really a problem. He just annoys me. I'm falling because I'm nowhere near any power. There's some. Having accomplished the 3 out of 4 subphases remaining, we're really thinking we're just going to essentially gut the whole thing, take everything out, probably leave this thing, which is our sorting nightmare. We've been doing what we can to avoid filling it up with things that break it, although it's not that easy. I just saw there's concrete, for example. This sort of thing probably shouldn't be that far back in the list. It needs to do its thing. These can go because we're burning these as it is. We have so much. Alucard, we're kind of alclad aluminium sheet. We're kind of burning, but I'm using it right now, so it's not as simple as that. This stuff can go because we're actually. Let me just put stuff in here. I'll put the concrete where it goes. Somewhere on some level, we're making bullets out of the smokeless gunpowder I just burned some of. Except we're not. The way I set it up, it only gets a couple of floors worth of these. We have so many bullets, it's hilarious. So that's not. It's stuff that we're still kind of accumulating, because what else are you going to do if we try to shut down any element of the gunpowder manufacturing? It breaks something somewhere. So for now, it's just sitting there. It's up here somewhere. It's probably up on, like, just beneath the roof, thinking about it. We do have space to just do what we want. That's not the problem. The problem is we've made such an absurd mess out of everything, is that this is it. Here's our batteries, because we occasionally drop out, most of our power is coming from fission reactors, which is fine, except that keeping them full of whatever makes them work. There's gaps in the product. In the time it takes to make more visible material, whatever we're talking about, we have a bit of. We sometimes drop beneath the power. This is consumption. It just did it. This is available power, and sometimes they just sort of like invert. Yeah, this is all bullets because this was making bullets because this was making other bullets, and then you combine them with whatever the hell is in there. High-speed connectors. So everything going into this right now, which is connectors, are coming from somewhere over there. Gunpowder, I mentioned, and copper sheeting, which we're finally using less of it because we're not doing this right now. If we ever take bullets out of this thing, it'll make another 500 or 5,000 or whatever we pull. But since I've got this many on me, I don't care very much. Also, that's bothering me. Alright, so, yeah, ultimately our plan is to finish this Phase 4 stuff and really keep the mines that we have, and in cases the conveyors bringing stuff to us from the mines. But every machine we have right now is just, it's either redundant or not working or uh, confusing because we don't know if it's redundant or not working or actually working but not doing that much good because of the way everything else goes. We really just want to trash it all and start with a big building with nothing the hell in it except for a couple of mines in like the basement. And we'll get that done sometime. We're up to 4 of 1,000. It means I could, just knowing we're going to be doing this, just start, I'm pushing down and it's not helping. Okay. Down, go down, down, down. There's probably a way to free fall until I don't want to anymore. I'm not sure. I can get those in there. There's 4. So that's, we're on that level. We have that one done. It's got the numbers we need. You know, I'm still making those actually. And what's this? That's heavy. We'll get to that. Let's go look at. I have some of these, so we can go get them. How much room do I have? You can come with me. Go
Oh.
up. What?
Okay.
Yeah, I might need. Oh, don't leave. Don't. It's leaving. What the hell ever. I hate missing the train. I especially hate missing the train by 10 meters. It's just now I have to wait all day for it to come back. What about the other train? Where's it? I don't see it at all. Not up here, right? Wait for the train, go to where I'm making the stuff. Hang on. It's halfway here. It's right there. It'll be here in about a minute. Hang on. There's the train. I think I'm making these things. I can't find out now. Can I? No. There's something that's not in the list. Can I hit this and look at the list? Sorta. But it's something made from stuff in the list, and it seems like... Oh, hell. I am making it, I'm not making it where we're going. That's okay, we'll go where we're going and look at something. In fact, I can pause till we get there. Yeah, here's our fission reactor. When I say fusion, I'm surprised that's not a thing in this game. The way this is working, I did make some changes here because we had some problems. The drone comes from home with these things, and it drops them off, picks up batteries to power all the drones in the world. When these come out, if 8 of these come out as an arbitrary number, 4 of them go this way, all things being equal, which is not because there's no room. 4 go this way. The 4 that go this way end up in here to make sure we have a surplus. Go this way. 2 split off and go in here to make the stuff we're using to power everything. The other 2 split off and go this way and go over there to help make stuff to dispose of the waste that I can't see right now. It would end up here. Of the other 4, they split off this way, where in here, how does that really work? I'm actually not sure, but like 2 go this way, 1 goes in here on average because it goes that way, and then 1 just goes here to, if we get completely full on them, and occasionally we do, it just goes in here and gets burned. So we have 288 tickets now. Even with the game crashing, we're doing pretty well with stocking these things up. Over here, I'm not making what I thought I was making for some reason. I am making something, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell it is now. I was making the cubes that we're talking about. Some of the cubes, am I not radioactive? If you, to make this stuff, ignore that, we need these, which we have now. To make those, we need these and radio control units. These, you can actually just make in a craft bench. I didn't. I wound up doing it in an assembler over here somewhere. And those, of course, come from these, which we're mass producing, so we've had those for a while. And that's why we're sometime today, if we have to pause a lot or even truncate the video and then stitch it together later because it might be a few hours. There's the crafting bench where I started making things, but I ended up not doing that. There was a machine and assembler here that was making this stuff for us. Meanwhile, we're still making... Oh, we need heat sinks here. Apparently. Is it that? Cooling. Yeah, we need 3,000 cooling systems. And this is just a stack because I got full, so I had to build these to set them down or lose the stuff. This was making heavy modular frames. We're done with that now, but it just still exists. It's not hurting much by being here. I can even turn it off just to save a little
You
power.
mean fused?
What did I say?
Heavy.
Whatever. Yeah, so we're making these guys. Why are we out of heat sinks?
I don't know.
Did you came with me, right?
Yep.
This should be incoming. Is this incoming heat sinks and rubber, which gets split here, and also, why are steel beams a factor?
I don't know. Here comes the drone.
It might tell me something. There shouldn't be incoming steel beam. I guess I probably did that because I accidentally threw some in there or something.
I don't know.
This we'll be able to see it from here. This ought to drop off beams or heat sinks and rubber unless it's missing heat sinks. It's possible. We're making rubber faster than we're making heat sinks, and so as it grabs up stuff from home to bring here, that's heat sinks though. They go into this thing to stock up because sometimes we make a lot of them, or end up with a lot of them. If there's room, they go over here and make cooling systems. That's what we want. But also heat sinks go in here. Okay, that's enough. So we're not broken yet. That's good news. And this turns our stuff into... No, it doesn't. This turns our stuff into fuel rods, which can be mulched. Because that's, apart from pure uranium ore, that's the first time we can... Whatever you do to uranium ore, the next step that you can burn in a ticket mulcher is this stuff, so that's why we're doing that. Alright, watch for a train, I guess, and we'll go home because I was wrong about... Why is this doing nothing? It's still waiting for heat sinks.
Yeah, they all went to the other machine.
I guess they come here, they go various different... What's that about? That's not it. They go... Oh, because I got that. If they go straight, they go into this. They come out of this in two directions. One's here, which is more important. This way our system doesn't shut down. Otherwise, they go... What's this one? Into that, but they didn't because it just all went the other place. Well, it'll happen. We're not expecting this to be done today, I guess. I'll get away from the radiation so I live a little while. Wait for the train and come back when we're home. Well, I actually don't have to wait. I have a tube here. I'm falling. Tearing everything down and redoing things might include all of this, or at least all of what's over there doing our power, because I gather that now that we have trains, we can move water around without using pipes, because pipes are a little awkward. So we might rethink where stuff happens between, trains and drones and other things. It's not all conveyor belts anymore. We might be able to more centralize fission power and stuff in a place that's nowhere near any water, but we can import water to make it work. Because every power thing we have at this point, there's a train. We were like doing plant matter stuff that it basically made. It wasn't using water, but every power plant, nuclear, oil, well, not oil, but coal, it's effectively just, we're heating water to make steam. That's all we ever do. This train will be back up here, and I don't care. Whatever, go that way. I just want to go home. So yeah, everything we do involving power at this point, apart from maybe oil, I don't think that's doing anything to water. I think it's just oil gets hot and fires pistons or whatever. It's an explosive internal combustion kind of thing. everything we're doing to make power, on average, 90-odd% of our power is from steam, ultimately. Everything we do in the world is steam. We could talk about doing a Dyson swarm sometime, but that's not today. I'm not even talking in the game, I'm talking in reality. The sun produces more energy than anything on the planet per second, and we just aren't really using it. Some people have, like, calculators with little photovoltaic cells, but that's not really the extent of what we could be doing. Oh, I hate the tubes. There's no denying they work, but they're just slow and you can't see any. What?
How would you get the electricity back to Earth?
Oh, a Dyson swarm?
Yeah.
It's effectively. Oh, I need another tube. It's effectively it's a Dyson sphere, but one that you can, leave that's semi-permeable, essentially. The concept is you ring. I'm trying to think if we have anything here that would illustrate it. Not really.
No.
We don't have that. But you put up photovoltaic cells, really big ones, at points around, like, if you think of a buckyball or a Epcot Center or something like that. Ignore the planes of it, depending on the shape, the hexagons or whatever. But you look at the points of the hexagons, the 6 per each, and then they share some of it. Ignoring the big flat actual parts, just focus on the corners of it and put a relatively little cell there that captures photons and converts them to electricity. And then link those up in wireframe kind of cables, really. I mean, that's what they are. They're not, but they might as well be. That convey the electricity all toward the center. And then you've got all this 21 of 1,000, it's 2%. All end up in a hub. Basically, it's not this hub, but a thing.
Okay.
A central point where you store all the electricity in batteries, or even just wires and transformers and convey substation. It's how electricity works. And that's what you get. It would cost quadrillions of dollars if you're cheap about it. We can't do it yet. But
and it's still in space.
It's still in space. Earth is in space. So
great, but how do you get the electricity from the swarm down to Earth?
What are these things? Assembly director systems is one of the things we want, right? So let me just have these. No point not taking them with me. I want to see if I'm right. I think these are what we want. Wait, what are you asking?
Okay, so you're gathering solar power in space with a swarm.
Right.
And you're storing up the electricity in space with the swarm.
Yeah, these are they.
How do you get the electricity back down to Earth?
Cables again. We're talking about we're talking about a thing that's 300 million kilometers wide. Why can't I go anywhere? Damn it to hell. So at that point, technically the center of the thing would be the sun. But Earth is near the center. Okay, it'd be more than 300 million kilometers wide, because that's just the diameter of Earth's orbit. Like, at worst, the elliptical orbit. You can't. I mean, we theoretically could.
So it's
I could draw it out if I grab a tablet.
Wacky space tethers and stuff?
Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, what people would argue, because they're not smart, is, I don't know if you know this, but Tesla had this plan for free energy that would have microwaved things point to point, and it would just all be free. It would be like a sat phone that we also never really made. There was iridium, but it didn't work out. Tesla's idea, if that was his idea, he never really documented it. But based on what people say he wanted to do, what he wanted to do was give everyone cancer by the end of 1915. It would have been a disaster.
I think that might also be tied to his accidental super weapon, where he accidentally caused the Tunguska blast.
Yeah, that wasn't him. That was more about space. Tesla was not a dumb guy. I'm never gonna suggest that he was. He was brilliant. But some of his kookier ideas, assuming he even had them, were the genocide of the human race if
Yeah,
they'd been
you can
implemented.
tell he was brilliant. He was afraid of round things.
Yeah. He would have liked Minecraft. Uh, yeah, a lot of what he either conceptualized or invented or, you know, he was like a 20th century Da Vinci, which is saying something. Then Da Vinci also was clever. Da
And
Vinci had some unworkable ideas like, dragonfly wings for people or some weird spiral helicopter thing.
yeah, but at least he wrote everything down.
We assume he wrote everything down.
Okay, he wrote down enough that
Maybe he ran out of ink one day.
Yeah.
Speaking of circles, he once impressed a king who said, draw something impossible, and he drew a circle. At the time, it was impossible. I assume he wrapped a string around something and made a compass, but... Anyway, I'm going to do what I'm doing for a bit until we get what we want, and come back after we've paused, I think. Hang on. Alright, so... Tesla and DaVinci aside. This, I did the math real quick. Yeah, basic addition, multiplication, whatever you want to call it. This was not going to be ready immediately. It's been like 15 hours, and I think it was like 13 hours it was really going to take. All things being optimal, and they were, because it was just pouring in from bins. We were 125 a minute is 5 every 4 minutes. 10 every 8 minutes, and therefore 1,000 every 800. Wait, divided by, it's like, it was like 13 and a half hours or something. In any case, it's done. I did go ahead and fold in just to get to an even number, and I'd know what to look for. Now we need 900, and we should have that right here, which it's 18 stacks, right? I bet I can just grab that, yeah. So that's effectively done. While I'm looking at things, I might as well go over here and grab... This is as fast as I can fly. I wish it were faster. These 87, I guess. Why not? Just to throw them in this thing and have that be done. Oh, by the way, I figured it out. If you hit C twice, you free fall, whether you should or not. And then spacebar a bunch to not die would be smart. Have those just to get them out of my way. I don't know why I just fell down. Something just got delivered. Have these. That's that. That's done. So now we need, the rest of, those. We got about 25%, a little more. We can probably and then, all of those, which are... We can do it. I mean, not right now, but we can get it done. Somehow, some way. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's a song from the 80s, don't ask. Someday, some way, something like that. If I were up here, I could probably look at something. Yeah, we're working on the remaining, 2,913, whatever we need of the things that were partially done.
Assembly directors.
Yeah, and we are making those. I don't really know of a good way to make them faster. We can look into it, but that's the skyscraper thing I did. Oh, the reason we have extra stuff now, I realized that in making those, some of this stuff... Well, wire was... There was a reason... Oh, wire is here becoming, I think, cable. Yeah, because we were really short on cable. This thing over here was producing the little Orby things for or whatever you just said. Oh, I could probably take that off our list because it doesn't know that we did that. So let's get rid of that. We're still doing this and that. It can just say 4,000 and I'll know what it means. That gives us this to worry about. So we need... Everything on this list is stuff we can make, we have made. We need to make it again, but it's possible. Yeah, this thing is using these, which we've got downstairs. I can look at it one sec. These, I've got 3 machines making these. This is why I wanted more cable, is because we really need... That's the thing we're coming up short on. Stators a bit, but stators are I think they're getting directly here now. I changed that a bit too. I'm not sure where the hell they are, but they're coming from somewhere. There's some. For some reason this is working. I punched the stators being made directly into the, instead of the, I bypassed the sorting system to get them in there is the point. So we are making these as quickly. Why is it idle? What the hell is not happening here? It has enough stuff. What's wrong? They all like that? Okay, where's output? Why the hell? Okay, I gotta look at something. One sec. Alright, so this has... Oh, it's missing something. It isn't that. That's weird. What's it missing?
Computers.
Computers. What the hell? That was... We were making that. One sec. Those should be down... Is it... That's supercomputers, and it needs computers. Computers are here, right? What the hell are we not stuffing in? Circuit board. Those are down on level 2. One more sec. Those are here, circuit boards, right? But plastic's backed up for miles. Quickwire. It's just slow on quickwire. Well, that's not good. Okay, so we need to work on that. Well, we will. It's all a matter of time, which means a matter of lurking, waiting, hoping the game doesn't crash because it's Unreal 4 and it just does that. Unreal 4 has always been buggy. And this is really the same platform that Arc is on, and Arc is far worse because they also didn't optimize it. But, well, if you want to get down here, we're out of time now, I think. Probably if you stitch these together, it should be over half an hour. So
Okay,
we'll figure out why computers or why QuickWire or something is slow. I'll find a way to make more QuickWire and get it where it belongs. But we are, in a sense, actually, technically, we are exactly halfway toward phase 4 because a little more than halfway. We have 5,000 of 10,000 things done is the point. We actually have 5,100 almost, but we'll get there. For now, we'll get out of here. You can like and subscribe and get us some QuickWire and click the stupid bell for notifications, and we'll see you next time. Bye.